Yeah, part close.
I didn't realize how close I was until I...
Oh yeah, there's a dog.
Yeah, that's my sister's dog.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, that's plastic I've yet to clean up from the hailstorm. Perforated my awning.
Look up.
Yep. His name is Troubles. Troubles, shut up.
That works.
He's usually fine. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
It's been a fucking year.
We haven't recorded anything since it's been almost exactly 4 months.
Troubles. I don't want to have to edit out that growling.
You don't have to edit shit.
Yeah.
What up, dog? Yeah, you gonna stop yelling at me now? You got some nice teeth, buddy.
Yeah, he's got that fucking underbite.
Yeah. Okay. I think we've established trust. He's now just wagging. We're done with that. Hopefully.
It's more disruptive than the cat. Oh, I see the red light is on.
Yeah, no, it's recording. I made sure it was recording before I got out of the car.
You go and peeked it. I assume that's what that red flash was.
Yeah, whenever the...
Yeah, when you lean forward, it went...
Yeah.
Peek.
Good. Yeah, it peaks when we yell.
Shit, it's been a minute.
Like I was thinking about it before. It's like...
Genuinely have no idea how this house is fucking wired. Speaking of dogs...
He just barked at his own ass.
It's scared. It snuck up on him.
Apparently.
His ass is always sneaking up on him.
Yeah, that happened to me this morning, man. I woke up, immediately had to shit, and it wasn't a shit. It was an explosion. Like, it wasn't... There was no turd. It was just air, and it went... It scared the shit out of me, because I shit a lot right after that.
You ever have those moments where, like, you have to not just wipe your... Like, you have to wipe your whole ass. Cheeks and all.
Oh.
Like,
No, that's why I just shit right next to the shower. That's why that's the only place I shit. It's not safe to shit in a public bathroom.
I had that happen to me the other day here. When I were in the middle of watching a movie
Just
or
some
something.
film, some cinema.
I went to the bathroom, took a shit, and I didn't realize until I pulled my pants up there was still some residue. There's still some residue on my left cheek. And by residue, I mean I pulled it up and then immediately felt the sensation of wetness. And then I just kind of like walked out of the bathroom and was like, hey, I'm going to go and get in the shower. Don't ask me why. I'll be right back.
I did that the other day. I'm not even kidding you. I was making dinner and I let one loose and it was not. It was I shit my pants. I'm not gonna lie. It happens at least 2 or 3 times a year. I'm not. It happens. You deal with it.
You deal with it.
I was like, I'm gonna go take a shower real fast. Just like, why? It's like I feel very dirty right now, and I just dipped.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't shit my pants or anything like that. But what I did
did that when I came back. No, I came back. I was like, I didn't shit my pants or anything. Don't worry about it. It's just like, what? It's like I didn't shit my pants.
So she immediately knew what you did.
Yes. No, I told her what I did.
Yeah, I didn't shit my pants. I pulled my pants up into shit.
Yeah, no.
So I guess I shit my pants, but way more indirectly than the usual way.
No, I don't know how to put it. You pulled the
I
shit
pantsed my shit.
Yeah, no, you shitted your pants. You didn't shit your pants. You shitted them. You made them shitted.
Oh, God. Just fucking shit dipped underwear. But it bled through into my pants, too. Like, I just had a wet spot all the way through instantly. She knew something had gone down. She's like, just put them directly into the washing machine, please. I don't want to touch it.
I'm far more experienced dealing with this than you are. I know how to handle the shit in my pants. I have a man who has shit my pants quite a few times in my life. I used to have a drinking problem and a drug problem at the same time.
Oh.
I couldn't drink anything or take drugs.
That was the problem.
That was the problem.
Yeah, liquor shits are terrible. I almost always have to have pizza rolls lying around if I'm drinking because I just want pizza rolls and ranch.
Oh, see, mine is string cheese.
And it's my favorite drunk meal.
I will eat an entire thing of string cheese.
Jesus.
Well, okay, not the big pack, like a 16 pack.
I immediately went to the
really big boy. No,
2-pound bag.
I've never tried, but
how many string cheeses do you think you could fit in your ass?
I don't know, also, like what did you say, like 50? Are they Frigo? Are they the Great Value? Are they like
Great Value?
Craft?
Great Value.
Because they all have slightly different.
I'm not wasting good money on this. But also, how deep? How many deep do you think you could push?
2, easily. Much more than that, and they just start pushing into each other, and then just when it worked when you try to put too many creamers in a rack, and it just goes like that. It'd be the same thing. You'd get them in there, but
God.
It would just go the wrong way. It wouldn't go any deeper.
Doc, I perforated my colon with some string cheese.
What's the weirdest thing you pulled out of somebody's ass? 46 pounds of string cheese. One at a time.
One string at a time.
No, the last few came out just as, Baby Bells? They were compacted.
They were dissolving in his ass.
Were compacted.
They were compacted. Anal cheese compaction.
Pour some milk in there and make some yogurt. Shit you out a sundae.
Oh, every time I take a crap, it's like a chocolate fudge sundae back there.
Mine's always like a banana split.
Yeah, mostly because I keep putting bananas up there.
Oh, no, mine's just covered in peanuts.
No, it's great. You can get the banana in, and then you mush it back out. It goes in solid, and then as you squeeze it back out, it mushes.
No, you go from... You peel it, and then squeeze, and the whole banana shoots out of your ass. It's one of my favorite parties.
I just hate digging the peel back out.
Yeah. I got a little thing.
Granted, if you leave it in there, you can pretend your butt has little tentacles.
Oh, well, also, for the next... Like, if you're about to get fucked, it's really funny.
I don't pull out, I peel out. I put a dragon fruit up there once. Only once.
It's okay if you get it in there with the, you gotta put the barbed side in. It hurts more going in, but it feels way better coming out.
Pull it back out.
Being naked in a field and getting stickers on your asshole.
Oh,
and having
fuck. The house I lived in for most of my teens, those were all over the place in our fucking backyard. So every time, I was not smart enough to avoid it somehow. I didn't have a weed whacker or anything to get into corners and then I'd spend the next day or so picking the little fuckers off of me.
Obviously, I didn't give a shit. This is what my whole solution to that was. I just wore the same fucking shitty clothes for doing the yard every time. I had crap ass jeans and I don't remember. I think it might have been a Metallica long sleeve shirt.
Sounds
just
about
a
right.
black long sleeve shirt. So I would go out in the middle of summer in a black
long sleeve shirt,
and black jeans, black shoes.
Jesus Christ.
I loved it.
For whatever reason,
I don't give a shit.
So despite my aversion to heat, for whatever reason, for most of my childhood, I refused to wear shorts. I just didn't want to wear shorts. I just decided that was one of my things. Was I don't wear shorts. It was fucking stupid because shorts are better than pants in the summer.
I would wear shorts all the time if my legs weren't so cold.
But those little fuckers would get stuck to my socks worse than anything. That might be why I switched to the ankle socks.
That's probably That's the reason I switched when I was a kid, because the little ridges on those shitty tube socks that were anything above the ankle to knee range, they had those little ridges in them and they would catch everything. All of the crappiest little grass, anything. Canada.
I was real dumb about it. We had a shit ton of trees, and so there was new, fresh branches every single time. And my dumbass was just mowing over them. I pick up the biggest ones.
Well, yeah, but...
It's a wonder I didn't break a window.
Whatever.
Or
they got steel decks for a reason. That's why you get a lawnmower with a steel deck.
Oh, that was...
So when you hit a branch big enough to punch a hole through it, you can weld it back up.
That was one of the reasons I wouldn't wear shorts when I mowed, because I was too dumb to clear the yard first. The one time I mowed with shorts on,
you got a fucking branch.
I fucking got shit whipped by some branches while mowing. I was like...
Yeah, yard work requires pants. Unless you're gardening. If you're doing anything with any sort of power equipment, you should take off your ring and wear your pants.
Yeah. Well, mowing that yard became a special kind of hell, too, because... So imagine you're mowing. You're going full blast, and it comes to a dead stop. The blades just fucking completely jam up.
That'll happen every once in a while. What'd you hit?
I thought maybe I just, hit a big branch, mowed too recently after it had rained and clogged it up. So I flip it over, and there's just a fucking sock tangled around the blades. I had to cut it off.
Yeah.
I couldn't...
You had to go get a knife.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Probably went and found some scissors, knowing you.
And at first I didn't realize it was a sock until I started yanking it off, and I've read the part of the sock that said fucking Hanes. I had no idea why there was a sock in the yard until I took the dog out to take a shit, and I watched him reach around with his teeth and grab a sock out of his asshole and just rip it out. He got a bit of it out, and then I saw something dangling out of his ass, and I was like, "What is wrong with you? What happened?" But I tried to catch up to him to help him. I was gonna help him pull it out of his ass because
I was gonna help, but he didn't need my help.
He would just run away from me and then start biting at it more.
Turns out your help wasn't.
Yeah,
this is a problem he knew how to solve on his own.
Yeah, so dog had been fucking eating socks whole. I can't imagine the horrors that did to his digestive system. The fact that it happened more than once. I had to comb the yard for socks. Any random pile of dog shit could potentially have a sock in it. Because branches I could deal with, but turd socks.
Shit socks. Man, that shit sucks.
So I wasn't there for this one, but another digestive issue of his. One time, we don't know what he ate, but he had the stomach rumbles. He was a husky.
Yeah.
Malamute mix, so he they jump and spin in circles and shit. Yeah, so he was all in a zoomy mood. It was spinning in circles and then just pure liquid dog diarrhea. My dad and my brother were the ones there. Both of them. My dad has a really strong stomach.
Yeah.
And my brother, is no slouch either when it comes to gross shit. I think they both threw up, at least one of them did, and they both described it to this day as the worst thing they've ever smelled.
Yeah.
And
dog shit has, especially sick dog shit.
My dad's specific words were shit and spin. Which still
everywhere.
makes just sitting on a shit and spin, getting up to full speed, and then blasting your ass.
You ever seen the little merry-go-round thing where the dude put a motorcycle tire on it?
Yes.
That, but shitting. 80 miles an hour. I want to fling turds over 2 streets.
Just going for a walk, and you get
smacked in the face with liquid diarrhea.
Just a turd of any kind would ruin my day. Diarrhea, solid.
I've been shit on by birds twice in my life, honestly. Being shit on wasn't the worst experience I've ever had.
Bird shit is...
But if a human turd slapped me in the face, just... what the fuck?
Them's fighting turds.
No, but if nobody was around, that turd just smacks you in the face.
You just hear...
You're walking through a parking lot. There's no cars. It's empty. You're walking towards your car's middle of the night.
And all you hear is in the distance squealing metal and an engine.
You just know a train horn. And then as soon as you get in your car, you just hear a giggle from the trunk. There's a leprechaun in there, man. You're just fucking dead. Pot of bones. That's what's actually at the rainbow.
A pot of bones.
Yep.
Just like a pot of penis bones. What's the penis bone name?
I don't know. I know it connects with the pussy bone. That's why they call it boning.
The penis bone connects to the pussy bone.
Pussy bone connects to the, I don't know, the baby thing. The thing that spits out the babies.
I should be less sensitive.
We all should. But, only physically. Hot.
I would hurt myself way more if I desensitized myself to pain because I'm stupid.
That's the only reason my grip's stronger, is because it doesn't hurt as bad.
You can fight the pain of... Jesus Christ.
Especially if you're, trying to pick up something with, spikies in it or something, plastic crates or boxes that are shaped fucky.
I've become somewhat resistant to smashing the fuck out of my fingers.
Oh, no, Dude, my fingernails are all just, you can see every little spot I've just smashed on them. And
it's just a line straight across your thumb.
Yep.
So this knuckle right here on my left index finger is really stiff right now. Like I said, I couldn't figure out why. And I was like, I dropped a fucking, 15-pound metal grate on a single finger.
Oh, man, I didn't realize that's exact.
I was trying to get it off, and I used one hand instead of two, and it slipped, and it fell on me right in between, the metal bar and the grate itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was dicking around.
And I didn't feel it.
Stacking and racking. The Milk Boys. The Hardly Milk Company. I'm going to wake up at 6 o'clock. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to go. And then I'm going to completely space out for the entire day. And by the time I'm done with it, I
might get coached today.
Do it. Oh my fucking god.
because I forgot when I'm angry.
Yeah.
I say shit that's gonna get me in trouble later. But it's fine because this was always going to happen. No, that's why I came back so pissed off.
No, that's why you left pissed off. I knew something dumb happened. That's the end of work chat. Fuck work.
Anyway.
Don't shop at any store. Quit shopping.
Stop, shop, and roll. I forgot how quickly or easy it is to run out of steam.
No, we fall back in the work chat. We just start talking about work, and it's like, oh, there's 5 to 8 minutes I can just cut.
Well, to be fair, we had a good 15-minute run.
Yeah. You know what was really cool about work? The thing that stuck with me the most was finding that little dick-shaped piece of ice yesterday. Honestly.
It was the perfect little fucking dick knob of ice.
It was the smallest, cutest little penis I have ever seen.
I want to make those. I want to make little phallic. I want to make sculptures that are phallic, but it feels like it's an accident.
You should get into mold making. You should make like silicone molds for ice cubes, and then make little dick ice, but like not
that prank where you draw a penis on the board, but then turn it into a dog face with dry erase, and then the teacher tries to erase it, and now there's a penis and balls on.
Yeah, the old Sharpie dick. Where the bunny face used to be, but as the ice melts, it just slowly becomes more and more of a dick and ball.
We sell some. It looks like it's supposed to be in the shape of a cat or some animal. You really pay attention to it. The outline is straight up just a dick and balls, and that's all the cake would turn out looking like.
Good. That's actually what I want, though. I want a big dick and balls. Well, small balls. I want a big dick and small ball. I don't like big balls. They're harder to fit.
Going to like an actual cake company or cake decorator place, like how many of them do you think you could convince to make a dick and ball cake? Like veins and everything, full detail. Not suggestively a penis. Okay. No, it's straight up a big veiny penis cake. Do you think you'd have to go to a gay cake shop for that?
No, a straight cake shop would definitely do it. Especially if you lied and said it was for like a bachelorette party and you were gonna hide it in a creative box or something. If you lied. Just a little bit of social engineering on that side, and you could definitely get yourself the biggest realistic dick you've ever eaten. Probably be pretty good too.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Oh, see, I think you go ebony and ivory. You do both. Maybe like
so on that,
strawberry filling to really fuck with people.
So a penis cake, if you want it half and half, right? You know, chocolate and vanilla or white, whatever you want.
Personally, I would do vanilla in the balls. Okay, that's where the cum is stored.
I was gonna say, how would you split the half up? Like
the dick is all black.
Shaft wise,
the dick is all chocolate, and you have to make the head out of like blueberry or something.
I got vanilla balls with a chocolate dick, baby.
Have a big fat blueberry head. Just something like ridiculously purple.
You know, you see some and it's so purple. It's like you should get that checked out. Like,
and then in the middle of each ball is just a little bit of red.
Just a little cream filling for the vas deferens.
Just a single drop of lemon juice on the tip. A lemon head. Just like halved and just buried in there. It's just like, what's that? Oh, it's just piss drippings. He's got that's the type of penis that lets them collect a little bit, and they actually like. Have you ever seen a urinal like the little crusties that start to build up on the edge?
Oh, urinal crusts.
Acid.
Oh
no, like actually, legitimately, if you're you or in part of your life, just pour acid down that bitch. Don't try to plunge it. Don't do nothing fancy. Just pour acid down it and let it dissolve. Give it 20 minutes. The strongest acid you can find.
Isn't that basically... Oh, wait, no. Drano's more basic than acid, isn't it?
No, Drano is like lye.
Yeah.
Like it's the other end. It's like who the fuck knows? Depending on a couple million years ago.
Welcome to the Preacher Round, where we talk about systemic issues in ways that matter to nobody and no one.
That's why it's the Preacher Round. We're here to tell you to go back to church.
We jerk you and ourselves.
Not even jerking myself anymore. I wish my penis would work. I took an entire bottle of Viagra once, and all I got was a heart attack. All I had was a stroke.
Penis
and
hard.
Not even with my dick. Can't get hard.
Penis hardener.
Just can't get hard is my favorite personal shtick that I've continued for...
I don't even have a penis.
How can I get...
I have no dick and I must come.
I have no dick and I must fuck. It's actually way funnier. Because I feel like you could come without fucking. You could just, get one of those... Man, they got some weird dildos now. The fucking, They got some ones that
they just flap around.
Yeah, I'm not even fucking kidding. It looks like,
I saw an ad.
It looks like some shit you would clean a drain with, honestly.
I saw an ad for one, and straight up, it's just like a little stringy bit that just flaps around like a fucking weird tongue.
Yeah, I don't know how people are getting off anymore. Like, there's so many devices now to masturbate
specifically designed
for very specific uses. When the clit sucker came out, I was like, that's a neat idea. Cool.
It's literally a specialized vacuum.
Yeah.
For your clit. Like,
I mean, it's the same as those little pore vacuums for blackhead. Oh my god. Oh, please don't do that. Oh.
No.
I feel like that would actually, it probably wouldn't deform or maim you. But if you want to try it, that's cool, but...
I tried to stick my dick in a vacuum once. It didn't do anything.
Yeah, it sucked. I never tried to fuck the vacuum cleaner. I did look at the hole, and then look at my dick once and be like, what if it just nah.
Me and the shop vac decided we should just be friends.
Yeah, me and the shop vac never quite connected in that way, but we both thought about it.
Fuck. And then there's some that are specially designed to stimulate your prostate.
No, I was on a hardcore just full depression, half drunk, very stoned, just browsing through Amazon. That's why I bought wireless lav mics. I just clicked on, the health section. Oh, sexual wellness. What's in here? I click on anal dildos specifically, and it's literally just, the action is just it goes this way, it goes this way, and it goes this way. And I'm just
multi-angle attack for your prostate.
Yeah. This thing literally...
milks you. It milks your
prostate. It's a weed eater that you stick in your asshole with a floppy dong on the end of it.
It's probably the same motor.
No, it's actually more like an electric drill, maybe. Impact driver. I personally, I've never found anything wrong with the hand finish.
There's so many fucking complicated ways to masturbate nowadays.
I know,
just the old-fashioned...
The old-fashioned.
The old-fashioned. This has always been my go-to.
The hand finish is my go-to. I always find the hand finish very funny.
I've got a hand finish veneer right here.
Yeah, there's something about the hand finish. Just rubbing anything and saying that is disgusting.
Just a nice old-fashioned polish.
Yeah. Of the knob. The idea of a camera just shooting a picture of something. I want to get a light box for this for some reason and just do 4K video shots of a doorknob.
Just get high quality resolution pictures of just the most random pieces of dialogue. Just doorknob, and it's just
no, just polishing the knob, and it's just a turntable with a rag, a bottle of polish, and a doorknob sitting on it, and it's just slowly spinning.
You got that jewelry turntable,
yes.
And it.
That's why I bought it. That's the stuff I think about when we're doing this. It's what would this shot be that I could just have off on the side?
Fucking Windows Media Player editing.
Basically. Well, a little more expensive than that. I don't think Windows Media Player handles the files I like to use.
My only experience with video editing was in high school. We had to make a promo for a book using Windows Media Player, and I think I did the Hunger Games. Specifically Catching Fire. The whole girl on fire thing. I used lots of shitty fire animations. This is just the stock fire animations that...
God, those are some... I miss stuff like that. The 90s were a good time for clip art. And
there was definitely some clip art used. Whatever free fucking assets I could... That was all of them. All of them were equally awful and fantastic in their own special way because a bunch of teenagers making shitty clip art book commercials.
Dude, that's why I want to buy a Cricut so bad. Because that's what adults do. They graduate from being teenagers to adults and they just buy shitty vinyl cutters that have bad proprietary software on them or whatever, and you can't...
I told you I got excited when Sam said she wanted to get a label maker. And I told her, I was like, you know what the first label I'm going to make is, right? Label maker. And then I'm going to label the label maker.
Dude, I think my label maker has the label maker label on it already. I'm sorry. I think that's actually... I put it on my wish list one year for Christmas. It was like a $15 one. I had full intentions of... And I did. I labeled a bunch of stuff, and then it got put in a box and put away. I was like, I'll use this again. And I never had to label anything since. Or I never, like, cared to. Like, I have a whole...
I remember the one time you made a bunch of labels and brought it to work.
Oh, that label maker? I still have. It sits next to my desk.
Okay.
I don't
so you have
it...
2 different label makers?
No, that was cheap one. The embossing ones are really cheap. They're about $10. They're really fun to play with. They're shitty. They're slow, but they're really fun to play with.
The child in me just wants to put labels on dumb shit, like, or a fridge, as if you don't know it's already the fridge.
I have an unstickered label that I found on the floor in my house while I was sweeping this morning. It was off in the corner. I swept. I was like, what the fuck is that? I picked it up and it says Ass Goblin.
That's a great label.
I don't know when I made that, but I know I made that. But I handed that to somebody and they just dropped it on the floor. I'm assuming that's what happened. They just went... This fucking idiot. Just tossed away, essentially, and pushed by the cat, I'm assuming, behind everything.
You'd be horrified at my ability to caulk in the bathroom.
No. I've seen you sputter. Caulking is a fucking skill, dude. Every time I've tried...
It's how I know I could ever be a cake decorator, rather. I still need to replace a window.
Yeah, the fuck window.
Yeah.
That's a really funny story. I've never looked at it the same way, so... Not really. I never cared.
I still love that both of us basically were just like, took the time to make sure she was fine, and then just kept going.
Yeah.
It was like, we had priorities. It's like, we can't unbreak the window, but we can...
No, if you're not finished, and that happens, you finish, then you deal with it. The only things that stop sex are like your baby's letting out a scream you haven't heard before.
Yeah.
If it's one you've heard before, it's like, oh, that's... We got a couple minutes before she screams again. We're okay. We can finish this up. We gotta hurry up. And then the weird noise outside that you haven't heard before, like a car crash happens like right outside your window, would stop sex. Like if somebody crashed into
I was like, what the fuck
fuck
just happened? Just talking to, not my wife, but just her vagina and be like, hey, I'll be back.
Dude, I've done that. Unironically. To your wife's vagina. Hold on. I just wait there.
Just wait, right?
Keep quivering. I'll be right back. Keep quivering.
Keep quivering, folks.
I'm sure we've recorded at least 20 minutes of something by now.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
And then I have to go learn how to edit this. Go back to... I've been paying for a service that I haven't looked at in 3 months. I have not looked at our email. I have not looked at the podcast. I have not looked at statistics.
So I've looked at... We haven't gotten any emails.
I can't imagine. Nobody's going to send an email to help@thepreacharound.com. Because they didn't listen to this.
But we do get the occasional download still.
It's weird to me that...
we're almost up to 200 downloads total.
Weird.
Right? You know, less than you want, but more than I ever expected, to be completely honest, with our complete lack of format and...
Or advertising.
Or consistency in release.
Hey, look, we did really good for about 10 episodes.
We were.
And then our entire lives changed, and you changed jobs, and I changed jobs, and everything swapped around, and we both worked different shifts.
Took almost exactly a year to get back to this point.
Yes. You wouldn't hear that cricket.
Right. But you're going to hear it on this.
Actually. But yeah, you could probably hear that cicada in the background. Literally just magneted to the bottom.
I do love your solution for battery packs is just fucking taping batteries, rechargeable batteries to shit.
And those are just regular batteries.
Well, I know, but like, so
that's also
the amp I bought from you, just having the battery pack just fucking plastered onto the side of it.
Oh yeah, no.
It's way better than trying to change out batteries.
Or,
Because I can charge it with my phone charger.
Yeah, that was my solution to that. Was I can get a 5-volt to 9-volt converter, which is just a special USB cable. You plug it into a regular battery pack, and you're good. That's a pretty big battery pack, if I remember correctly.
It lasts for a while.
Yeah,
if I get it fully charged, I mean, definitely hours. Like, I get hours out of it.
Yeah, I kind of miss having an amp that I could just take outside with me. My amp now is sort of a bear. It's a little big. If I have had time, I've been trying to spend it doing other stuff, with my family. Instead of masturbatory pursuits like music.
No, I spend a lot of time just chilling out here in the living room with hand finishing my guitar.
I have to practice more.
The size of my hands requires more dexterity than I actually am capable.
I found a clipper thing in my pocket. I was cleaning earlier. I guess it stabbed me in the ass. I guess I put that in my butt pocket for some reason. There it is.
There's the train.
Yep, she's always a running on me. Anyway. No, the great thing about it was the little short honk that got me.
So because that window is just covered up with plastic right now, we hear everything.
Everything.
So the trains are especially loud, and so there was one night where I don't know why, it was a very honky train. I have not heard one quite that bad since, but the entire time it was going through, it was like they just were holding it down over and over. And Sam's response to the train, as if it could hear her, was like, "We get it, you're a train." And so now anytime I see or hear a train, that's just what pops into my head. It's like, "Oh, I get it, man.
You're a train.
You're a train.
Calm down. We don't need to be told about how trained you are." Man, I just keep finding stuff I brought to your house on accident. I had a piece of tape stuck to my leg.
You were just a trash man. You got trash in your pockets, trash on your pockets.
I trash it inside of myself, even. No, I shit right before I came here. I got rid of all my waste. Well, not all of it.
Calling yourself a waste management specialist because you can take a shit really fast.
I'm a specialist because I do it all into one toilet. See, you can get into waste management, but you're not a specialist until you're potty trained. I could wipe my own hand.
That's why I like the idea of a plumber testing a toilet out by putting his own shit in, like just taking a shit in the toilet. Like
that's it's not just like, no, flush the toilet. We got a camera on the other side, maybe some toilet paper to see if it goes through. It's like, no, I'm gonna go take a big honking shit. I just had a big breakfast. And by big breakfast, I mean I meant the McDonald's, and I had 2 big breakfasts, the combo.
And then I stopped at Sonic on the way here and got one of their burritos.
And a cherry limeade.
So I'm ready for some doings.
I've also.
We're gonna find out if your toilet can handle it.
And could you make me a cup of coffee, the strongest you could?
I got a monster. That'll work.
I can't do the artificial stuff, kid. I need to have coffee. Black coffee. But if you don't have any, that's fine. There's a thermos in my van.
I can't do artificial shittener.
Artificial shittener.
I can only do the all natural.
It's reality winner's cousin. Oh, shittener.
And then the tub full of wet wipes, just like him not being the guy not being able to fix your bathroom, and it's like, well, here's a lifetime supply of butt wipes.
That's job insurance is what that actually was in my head. It was like, here you go, here's these things that will clog your drain up if you use them. You should use them. Call me in 6 months. That was the point of that job.
Oh, so that's like the plumbing equivalent of being a chiropractor.
No, it's like...
No, because chiropractors do things to you to ensure you're going to keep going back to the chiropractor.
So do dentists. It's like the dentist that makes sure your enamel gets a little more worn every... You should use this special toothbrush that actually fucks your teeth up just a little more than every other toothbrush. Look, I have a $300 Sonic Air spin brush thing. I
don't like
fizzles my jizzles.
Toothbrush hardness anything above medium.
That's fair. Yeah, you're not a super firm kind of guy.
No.
See, I like a super firm because the only thing I use a regular toothbrush for now is actual cleaning. So super firm, actually, the bristles really get in there.
Cleaning your grout.
Yeah, like actually, like scrubbing shit.
Hey.
Like unironically, like.
Hey baby, let me clean your grout.
I have a bucket full of acetone with some bearings in it right now that I have a toothbrush sitting in that I'm scrubbing in with. I'm not even kidding. It's what I like for cleaning greasy shit. There's nothing better than a toothbrush. It gets into it. It's. I don't use my good toothbrush. I'm not gonna use my Sonicare. I spent $300 on 10 years ago. That's a great toothbrush, but the battery on that thing still lasts like a week.
Speaking of masturbation and toothbrushes, my ex.
I've never managed to fit a whole electric toothbrush in my ass.
Yeah, she did.
Wow.
My ex would use her electric toothbrush as a vibrator.
I understand. If I
it was incredibly powerful.
Yo, like legit. If I had a clit when I purchased that toothbrush, I was 21. Damn, it was almost 15 years ago. Shit, I'm old. I was 19 or 20 when I bought that toothbrush, and if I had a clitoris back then, I would have definitely, absolutely stuck that thing on there because it is powerful. Like, it makes my teeth, it makes my gums feel really clean after. Like, not my teeth.
It vibrates you.
It actually works. It's one of the, they're very nice.
And
they make knockoff ones now, too.
The first time I saw her use it is that I wasn't super experienced yet when she and I first got together.
Yeah.
And she had a hard time climaxing without clitoral stimulation.
I wonder why.
She got used to the
40,000 kilohertz or 40 kilohertz. 40,000 kilohertz. It's a lot of hertz.
And we got to where it's perfectly fine without it. But the first time she asked me to grab her toothbrush while we were doing it, and I was like, "What? Why? Why do you need that?" And then she went to town on herself with it while I was fucking. I was like, I've never seen this before.
No, that's...
Granted, she was the second person I had ever had sex with at that point. So I was just like, my brain immediately was like, oh, incorporated it into my reality of sex. I was like, oh, this is normal.
I grew up, one of my best friends growing up was a girl. And...
as happens.
She taught me more about female masturbation. Like, I never saw her masturbate. But
never
she just would just explain shit for no reason.
That's fantastic.
Both of my best friends were chronic masturbators. One was a dude, one was a chick. I never saw either of them masturbate, but they would just constantly talk about
so much.
Various ways of masturbate. Like 10, 11 years old. Like very young. Incredibly young.
Oh my God.
No, like this.
I don't know why I'm shocked. I was also a chronic humper and masturbator at that age.
I just happened to know two who were extroverted.
Extroverted chronic masturbators.
Yeah, public school teachers.
Jesus.
Ooh, there's a lot of hot teachers that shop in my store. I think most of them would be the coaches, though. The regular teachers never quite as hot because they don't work off the alcohol they drink at night to overcome their depression.
The masturbating with a toothbrush. I cannot, I almost wish you could see it, but that video is long gone. The things you do when you're horny. But yeah. I had a video that she made of her fucking herself in the ass with a toothbrush.
That's the wrong way to use that.
There's one single frame that's hilarious. Because she stops using it, but the toothbrush is still in her ass. And so you really think about the fact that it's a toothbrush. And so, the handle of the toothbrush is halfway in her butt. And so it's just her bent over, just the camera pointing directly at her ass. And it's just a fucking toothbrush sticking out of her ass at an angle.
I haven't seen that particular one.
Now that the horniness for that video has worn off.
God, that's funny.
It's funny more than horny.
I mean, I'd still jerk off too.
So I was just going through pictures and videos I had saved on there, and that popped up, and I was like, "Oh shit! I should not have that anymore."
Ancient pornography.
Yeah, that's not cool.
I know. You delete it. Pretend it never happened.
Yeah. No, not even pretend it didn't happen. There's no reason for me to have those anymore.
No.
You know, I generally believe that, like, if you're not in a relationship with that person anymore, then you don't need to have any more of that shit left in your life from them. Like, regular pictures, whatever.
Oh, that's fine, but if you have a toothbrush in your pussy, you send that to anybody, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not even your pussy. A toothbrush in your asshole. And you are brushing your ass with something that you were supposed to use for your teeth. The food still comes out there. I get it. But you don't need...
You're brushing the wrong end.
The wrong end of the tube. You use that brush on the other end of the tube. There's two sides of the tube.
Look, I know both sides of you were assholes. But
this side you use the toilet brush on. This side you use the toothbrush on.
Could you... I thought the toilet wand was for the wiping. For years, I've been wiping my ass with toilet wands. I'd never used public bathrooms because they didn't have my wipage in there.
You used the little paper?
How?
But it's just a little square. You just... Every time I tried, I just got shit all over my hands.
So I thought you were only allowed one, like...
My dad would beat me if we used more than one square.
So frugal, you beat your children over too many squares of toilet paper.
You count. After every time they go to the bathroom, you count the number of squares.
The trauma that would instill in someone. Oh my god. No, I have to use as few squares as possible or my dad will fucking whip my ass with a belt.
You go to work and you use all the goddamn toilet paper.
Yeah, no, it would cause one of two things. Yeah. Like, for the rest of your life, you have a complex about using too much toilet paper.
Those are the people who come in and buy 4 things of the big Charmins at once.
So you use fucking, if you're using a public restroom, it's like you're pulling the toilet paper as quietly as possible so people can't hear how many turns there are.
That, or the opposite of the spectrum is you only use bidets now. You exclusively...
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
You carry around a little bottle of water that you squirt your ass with.
And then, or just use way too much toilet paper out of protest.
But only at your dad's retirement home you sent them to after he had his stroke. They don't take very good care of him, but you make sure that he only uses 1 square.
So I will tell you one before I've been bored. And so you know how every now and then the maintenance people get lazier, they don't have the key on them to put the roll in the box. I've definitely unfurled a shit ton of the roll, put one end of it in the toilet, and then flushed to see how much it would suck in. It actually does quite a bit.
That's really good.
It'll rip the paper off. Like, it'll separate it.
Yeah, no, the toilets, they're not... I will say one thing about the company they work for. The bathrooms, excellent. I sometimes like pooping at the company bathroom more than my own. Because I don't have to clean that toilet. It's one of the few places I enjoy cleaning toilets.
When I was a kid, I fucking hated using their bathrooms.
No, so here's the thing. Like, it's not that they got better. Everybody, I feel like every bathroom
toilets
place, even gas station, like you go into a racetrack, the bathrooms are usually nice now.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't been to
Quick Trip has decent.
Quick Trip, racetrack, even 7-Eleven most of the time has an okay bathroom.
Anything that's a chain, it's a gas station, but if it's a chain, it's gonna be fine.
The weird gas station on the odd side of town where they sell cigarettes $1 cheaper.
Yeah. No, that bathroom I don't. The one that
still has
that's just down the road from the vet's office on that side of the highway.
I've never actually been.
I've been in that one a few times.
I fully ducked there. My bad. The limeade got a little mucus going.
I
eat a whole bag of Sonic Ice.
So recently, and I don't know why. I don't know if we changed the toilet paper we use at work, but like. It will tear itself off after 2 squares. Like, it's just...
self-tearing?
It's not that it's self-tearing, it's that...
It's that shitty.
It tears off so easily that just the weight of the roll itself... Like, you have to...
The perforations are too deep?
Yes. You have to actually like
cradle
it, and roll out how much you need and then rip it off. Otherwise, you get like two fucking you'll get as much as you need in 2 square increments.
I'm okay with that. I usually only use
In the family bathroom. You have to hold the button down.
I honestly don't shit at work. I'm not even kidding. Like, no, I have a routine. My routine is I shit and shower before I leave.
Yeah.
And then I will, if I have to shit again, it's normally not till like dinner time or after.
Because of my caffeine addiction, I pretty much every time I drink.
See, I don't have that problem with caffeine. It doesn't hit my bowels like that. Coffee does, but I think that's because coffee doesn't work like the stuff they put in Monsters.
Yeah.
Coffee's a much stronger diuretic for me.
Within 30 minutes, usually.
I will tell you what does get me is anything with like a proper level of spice in it. Anything above like a habanero.
Yeah.
Anything they put fake capsaicin in. Anything that says insanity on the bottle or has a cute pun. Instant shittage. Like within 40 minutes of eating that, my bowel
I got the spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes the other day.
Yeah, those will get you going.
So normally, like, I'm not that bad about eating spicy stuff, but like that mayonnaise fucking got me.
They're spicy. That sauce is good. It's tasty and it's hot. Unfortunately, they keep shafting me on the pickle. And which pisses me off because one of my I wish you could get extra pickles on that sandwich, but if you ask for extra pickles, they don't give you any. I swear to God, this Popeyes spites people. I no shit asked for extra pickles and they gave me none.
So what happens if you ask for no pickle?
You still get a pickle. You just get that one shitty tiniest pickle they have.
They'll
dig through the whole fucking bin of pickles to find the smallest one.
Just asking for no pickle and getting just a whole uncut pickle on your burger.
No pickle. So fat ass. Movie theater pickle.
Just like full cucumber sized pickle.
And you get an English cucumber, not even pickled. It's not a pickle, it's a cucumber. You get a single slice of cucumber.
Well, you did ask for no pickle.
No pickle, but you get a single slice of cucumber. That's even better.
Okay, unironically, I want some cucumber on a burger now. That sounds pretty good.
I have to go to the store to buy toilet paper. I might buy a cucumber and toilet paper.
Toilet paper and a cucumber.
I'm going to go buy some lube, too, just to fuck with people. Go through a checkout, whatever the busiest one is, and be like, yep, just doing some shopping. He's got these 3 particular items. Look in my bucket,
it's like that,
and then look at me accusingly.
Buy the weirdest 3 items challenge you can, but you like without buying condoms or lube. Like,
oh, for me, it's the longest cucumber you can find, the biggest tub of shortening you can find, and then maybe a towel, like a big beach towel. Like that paints a scene.
About to go have a long weekend with my good buddy John Morrell.
I'm gonna go to the lake today. No, that's all you're gonna say. I'm going to the lake. And people are like, which lake? I'll just go to the lake. Don't say anything more than that. Especially if you did it wearing like skimpy shorts and a wife beater. Like the ones that are cut like for really skinny people, but you're fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Wait, can you actually, like, fuck yourself up if you put, like, cooking oil or whatever on instead of suntan lotion?
That's an episode of Seinfeld.
Is it?
Kramer did that, didn't he? Didn't Kramer put...
It might be.
Didn't Kramer cook himself with butter or something?
Like, well, but, like, so... I think you're right. But, like, would that make it easier to get, like, second-degree burns or whatever from getting a sunburn? Or would it just smell better while you were burning? Would it actually make it worse?
So, I don't know the particular action...
It's not like the butter's absorbing more of the sun, right?
Particular action whereby, like, the sun cooks your skin. I know UV does stuff, but, like...
I thought it was like, UV, like, fucking up your skin on the cellular level, not...
Yeah, so I don't know. It would depend on the oil. Like, most oils would probably be, like, UV. Like, they would shoot right through it. But, like... Again, it would depend on, like, if you rubbed used motor oil on your arm, you would probably get some carcinogens on your arm, but it would probably block the UV.
That would probably do more damage
well, no,
to
but
your skin then.
What I'm saying is it would block the sunlight. So it depends on the kind of oil you're doing. Like, if it was a really thick, like...
Just walking down to the beachfront and rubbing motor oil on yourself. Be like, hey, buddy, can you get my back?
It's like, yeah. You just hand 5 weight. It's just a jug of Valvoline. Quaker State. Pennzoil. Some oil brands I can think of. Castrol.
Yo, rub this Pennzoil on my back, will you, pal? Oh, what?
Yeah, it's...
Okay.
Make sure you get the butt cheeks. I can't reach my cheeks no more.
I can't reach my cheeks, but the sun sure can.
The sun does shine there. I promise you.
I got a cheek spreader.
I'm gonna go
I
do
spread
some yoga.
my cheeks in the sun.
I like to do yoga on the sand. I like to make sure I get my thighs apart real good.
I gotta spread everything. I want to tan specifically my butthole.
I had it bleached so I could tan it again. Well, if you're one of the 6 people who's listened to this 9 times, or one of the 3 other people who's listened to it once, what does successful look like for this thing? 'Cause I don't imagine a lot of people are going to listen to it.
I don't know. Any downloads at all? Because
No, but I mean, like...
honestly, 20 downloads or more for this one episode.
No, you know what would be a success for me? To get an email from somebody I haven't spoken to before.
Oh, yeah, no. The last 2 emails we got are just from fucking...
Yeah, somebody who wants to put our podcast on their thing.
Yeah, and you can tell they just automatically send emails out. Yeah, it's a fucking...
Hey...
wisdom app, yeah.
You've uploaded content to the internet, and we just started a business putting content on the internet, but not our content. We want to take your stuff and make money with your content on our platform, but we just put it on the other platforms. What we're saying is, will you link us? I hate to break this to you. It's not. We're not preaching around.
You didn't listen to this.
Ooh. Who knows?
Wait, that's the last episode we put out.
That might be what. I'm pretty sure we recorded 2 minutes of stuff.
Yeah.
Johnny Jindal GIFs.
26.
Jerking off on my, what was it? The dryer? Washing machine or whatever.
Oh, was that the one where I talked about fucking like leaning over the washing machine to get a fucking Wi-Fi signal?
So you could download just 1 GIF. Just 1 more megabit. I'm going to turn this off, hitting this button.